Welcome back to Par for the Course. Wanted to touch on a what's in the bag for 2022. Last year in September, when I was set to go get fit, I had stumbled upon a video by Titliest on their Instagram page. I was only able to locate it now on their Facebook page, which I'll post down below. But it was a what's in the bag for Charlie Hoffman. And the way that he described his bag and the components of his bag, I had never heard a pro describe it in the fashion that he did, explaining why he had each club in the bag. Typically, you see the pictures on a website like Golf WRX, just kind of showing the specs, but rarely do you hear an in-depth discussion from the pro who's actually playing the clubs on why they have that particular club in the bag. And so going into my fitting, it gave me some insight or some different thoughts to think about in terms of putting my bag together. Like most amateurs, my first set of clubs was a hand-me-down set of Tommy Armour blades, an old Titleist driver. Once I was able to get my own clubs and upgrade, it was kind of a piecemeal. So I picked up some Nike Mach Speed irons and then to the Nike Pro combos. But again, there wasn't much thought put into wedges and lofts after my iron set and how the woods also fit into that set and components. So when I got my bag together for this year, that was something that became top of mind in terms of putting together a set that actually made sense and complemented each other, and so I wouldn't have major gaps in the bag. So I'm going to go through that right now. I hope that the next time that you go get fit, you have the same mindset. And again, I do also recommend that any amateur, no matter your skill set, handicap, that you go and get fit for your clubs. It will give you a leg up, especially if you're trying to be competitive, whether it be your weekly medal or whatever the case may be, whatever your scenario is. Getting fit will improve your game and have you thinking differently about how you put your bags together. So if you're going to spend the money, you might as well make it a comprehensive valuation of your golf. So I'm going to go through my irons. For my pitch and wedge through 4-iron, I was fit for the Taylormade P790s with the KBS shaft. Click here if you want to hear my story of how it took me 7 months to get my clubs. So I really enjoy the additional distance that I've received off of these clubs. Yeah, they are a bit stronger than my Nike Pro combos. So here's the pitch and wedge, and that kind of leads perfectly into my discussion about the wedges. I love the top line on these, even though you think they'd be a little thicker. I ended up getting the PXG 0311 forged wedges in 50, bent to a 49, a 54, and a 58. And the 50, I got to complement my pitch and wedge out of the Taylormade set, which is set at 45 degrees. So from a previous experience, I knew I had a 50 that I liked, but felt like I could get an additional, couple yards out of it by bending it. So it fits in well. This is my hybrid. It's a 3 hybrid, old Taylormade M2, original stock shaft, set at 19 degrees. I love this thing. I know how far it goes. It's reliable, gets me out of thick lies. I might end up upgrading that probably next year, maybe later this year, but love what it's doing for me right now. And this blast from the past is my three wood, juiced up. It's a set at 12 degrees. I hit this as a little mini driver from Nike. It's the last Nike club in my bag. I have a hard time parting with this thing. And that shaft, that Tensei blue, is one of the reasons that I ended up putting the same shaft into my driver, just because I hit that club so well. So love that club. It gets me 250 off the tee. Keeps up with most of the drivers that I play, guys I play with that play driver. And this is my PXG 0811 XT driver, set at 7.5 degrees. I'm a pretty high ball hitter. And so again, there's that Tensei blue shaft set at stiff. I really love the driver. It's been well working out for me since August of last year. Enjoy that club a lot. A putter with my Blue Birdie head cover, no putts given. Joke with the guys. We don't give any putts in my group. And this is my Taylormade Spider putter. Been playing this for a couple years. I don't have the top lineup line. I don't like it. Felt distracting in other putters. So really enjoy this putter with the Golf Pride pistol grip. Really enjoy that grip. I like the feel from it, and just don't like that numb feeling from those thicker putter grips. So this is my bag. The ball I'm playing right now currently is the Vice Pro Plus. And I really enjoy that ball. Alternately, I play the Titliest AVX ball as well. A couple other things out of my bag that I utilize on every round. Of course, my Cowboys, the Go Dallas Cowboys, Divot fixer, and my weight that I use to warm up if I'm running late. Just get a few swings in on the first tee with that weight. And these tees, I love playing this tee with the 3 lineup lines, just so I can know I have the right depth. I usually play my driver off that second lineup line. Sometimes if it's a little windy and I want to keep it low, I'll go to that first line. And this is the type of, commemorative coin that I end up getting from courses. Has that little centerpiece that you can take in and out. So if I ever need to go smaller on the green, if I'm in somebody's line, I can utilize that. Some people collect hats or different things from courses. I collect those commemorative ball markers. That's the style I typically go for. Always have the rangefinder handy. Just a cheapo from Amazon. Probably cost me a little over $100. Gets the job done. Just need some basic yardages just to keep the round moving. GPS isn't always accurate on some of the courses that we tend to play, so the rangefinder definitely comes in handy. Always have to have a Red Bull in my bag, sugar-free. Do not start a round without one, just in case I'm losing my focus or need that little shot in the middle of the round. Have one of those stored away. Picked up this cool little towel from one of my coworkers from my birthday a couple years ago with some other golf items, so I can't go wrong having a towel in the bag to clean the clubs up. So that's my setup. And the bag, the Nike Hyperlight. I've had 2 versions of this bag. Love it. Super durable. I wouldn't go without it. So go ahead and click that link down below for the Charlie Hoffman video. After you've listened to my thoughts on why I have each club in the bag, have you put the same thought into your bag? I would love to hear how you put together your set of clubs, and if any adjustments that you're going to make in the future, or your thought process when you set your bag up. Would love to hear about it. Enjoyed making this video and talking about my clubs. Really looking forward to this full 2022 golf season. So far in the rounds that I've played, I've definitely seen a more cohesive and a lot less gaps in my game, and just seeing that everything is coming together, particularly on the wedges, and having some greater variability in the bag. So let me know what you're thinking, and we'll catch you on the next one.